Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this, welcome, welcome, Aquarius, Aquarians. Yeah, good morning. Anyway, let's get started. So, this is for the week of the, I'm a little cut off there. Sorry. I'm just getting started this morning, so bear with me. This is for the week of today, the 19th through the 25th. And how great is that to be able to have a reading right on those energies that you're right there. I love that because you know what, if you do your energies too far out in advance, then maybe they change. Maybe the planets sort of do something different. So I love doing it. So this is actually sort of a blessing reward for you guys to have it straight on the week. So I love doing this. So let's get started. We do have a full moon this week. This week is the 23rd. I'm not going to go into it. I am going to post, excuse me, I just brushed my hair. And you know what? I don't know if it's age or what, but we start losing our hair, right? I'm starting to lose my hair. So this week, though, it is 23rd. I am going to do a reading. So if you are not subscribed, you probably and hit the bell, you probably won't get notified. So subscribe, hit the bell. You'll be notified when I do that reading, because here's the thing about this moon. It's in Aquarius, which is your sign. And here's the real interesting thing about the moon is that it is also going to be a full moon next month in August in Aquarius. So you're going to see some really important energies for you guys. This is your moon. So definitely subscribe, hit that bell, and we will have a reading on the 23rd for that. Okay, so we're going to get started. I have a new oracle deck. Now, this morning, I went yesterday. I wasn't planning on buying one, but, you know, my daughter's like, hey, Mom, there's cards over there. So I went and looked, and I love this artist, this author of these cards. You'll see me if you look down in the description. You'll see Colette Baron-Reid all the time. I have really good energies with her. So this is one of her new, or well, I don't know when she did it, but it's the 7 energies, you know, oracle of the 7 energies. So I'm going to use this new deck because I haven't read a lot of it yet. So I'm going to use this for the Divines card this morning, and then the current energies for this week, and the future cards. I'm going to use her other deck that is Wisdom of, I can't remember, Wisdom of something. Definitely, I don't have wisdom right now, right? So, oh wow, interesting. So this week, Aquarius, this moon that is coming in the 23rd, those energies are going to start picking up tomorrow. So if you haven't read the full moon or don't know anything about the full moon, make sure that you come and do the live with me on the 23rd, or if you're working or in school or whatever, catch it at the end because it will be recorded. You know, just make sure you hit subscribe and notification. All right, so we've got 2 oracles out right now. And what I'm doing for those who don't watch me very often or have not ever watched me, first card, you'll hear other tarot readers say past, present, future, or current, past, present, future. I do divine, current, and then future, but future is more astrology, more the planets. And the reason why is because the planets in astrology, you'll see, almost match the Divines card, or they go hand in hand, like glove in hand, because divine is energy. Okay, so, and he is the big kahuna of all the energy up there and makes the planet. So why wouldn't it be the same? Right? Okay, so let's get started here. Wow. You know what? This is really an interesting week because, okay, I've already done the other readings, which didn't get blessed with it doing it right on the day. But this future energy of truth has been like 3 or 4 times in the different signs. Very interesting. So people are being deceived all the time and not paying attention to the truth. And whose truth? Is it human truth or is it absolute truth? Absolute truth is divine truth, which is consistent and never changing. Human truth is always inconsistent, never and changing constantly, dependent upon perspective, depend on views, depends on all kinds of things. So human earthly truth is not the same. And this is shown up 3 or 4 times. I'd have to go back through the readings and look and see. It's also about the number 6, about harmony and improvement. Okay, so we'll check into that here in a second. Now, this new oracle, I am going to read from her book because this one I have not read yet. I got too busy last night. Um, it is the number 37 for her. And now oracles, if you're brand new, oracles are not tarot decks. Tarot is different. Tarot has 78 cards, and depending on the artist for the oracles, they can be 58, 48. They can be all kinds of different numbers. This one here is number 37, which is the number 10 in numerology. So something is completing. But this is the oracle gift. Isn't that beautiful? I love tea. Oh, you should see my daughter. She's such a tea-aholic that we have 2 major cabinets full of tea and tea sets and tea this, tea that. It's just amazing. But remember, she's half Asian. So I lived in Japan for many years. She's not Japanese, but she is half Asian. So we love our teas. And they're great. The green teas are very great for antioxidants as well. Okay, so let's look at this card real quick. So the Oracle Gift. So it's got some key concepts here, which is second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate as the future determines, okay, choices you make now, seeing the signs around you, okay, paying attention to your intuition. So recognizing potentials versus absolute determinism. Again, didn't I say that this was going to be very much the same? Very, very interesting. Your future card, your divine's card, which would be, if you want to call it your past card. I don't believe in past card because past is gone. We can't change that. All right. And if you want me to go into coaching, yeah, I could go deep into your past, but I don't do that. Okay. So not here anyway. So the truth and divine is actually really, really good. So when we ask for a sign from the universe, we essentially are asking divine guidance, and we believe needs to come from the source outside of us. That is so true. Oh my gosh, I was just doing a coaching on this. This is because we don't always trust our intuition, our abilities to read between the lines and see beyond the time and space. And so we ask for signs and look for mystical reassurance that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside of us. How many times have I told you guys that you have the answer inside of you already? Okay, so your intuition will tell you. I was just telling my daughter about, I had hired a bookkeeper that I should have not hired. I went against my intuition. This was way back, and lo and behold, that woman stole everything. That woman stole money. Long story short, I should have never. So the divine was telling me, I'm trying to protect you. Listen to me. Don't do that. Don't hire her. And I did. And it was a huge, huge mistake. Long story short, that's what sort of got the spiraling down to hit the bottom of the barrel, and my life changed 100% because I was not living on intuition. I was not making my decisions and choices by spirit. I was trying to do them by myself. You can't do everything by yourself because we're human. So if you're doing everything by yourself and being human and making your choices and decisions, your life is going like this and all like this and all like this and all like this. Whereas you make them by divine choice, then your life is going like this. And once in a while, it'll go like this. But it's very, very different, telling you from experience. All right. So your current energy this week, this is all going in line. I'll hold that off. The water fairy is about your feelings and your emotions. You're not paying attention to your intuition. Somebody's not paying attention to their intuition, or they're letting their feelings and their emotions get in a way of how they're trying to be guided, and it's not the way that they should be going. For another person, feelings and emotions, you're too sensitive. You take everything personally. Okay? Both of these cards are the number 10, guys. Number 10. So that means that something needs to change. Something needs to complete and come to an end and change. So our thinking process needs to change. Where are you starting your thought process from? Are you starting it from your own knowledge, or are you starting it from divines? Are you paying attention to the signs like the oracle says, or are you not paying attention to the signs, and then you're doing what you want and then you end up not where you want? Okay. So again, you have to be talking in the truth. This is about your balance. This is about improving your life. This is about bettering your life. All right. So this is something that you need to do, to sit and evaluate. This is a time of evaluation, Aquarians. It really is, because um, your spiritual awakening is sitting there ready to open up. And that's your intuition. And once you start listening to your intuition, you've just opened a door that you have no idea that you've opened, that is going to bring a lot of positive, high vibrational things to your life. Okay. This is where you're going to really listen to what that little voice inside of you is telling you. Your feelings and your emotions are getting in the way. So that's why it's the number 10, is you got to take control of your feelings and your emotions. Okay. And for somebody who's too sensitive, you need to be asking yourself, why am I so sensitive? Do you have some past trauma, PTSD? Do you have some, something in your past that is actually causing you to be super sensitive? Then that needs to be addressed. That needs to be healed. Okay. In order to heal that, you can't do it alone. You need a coach, you need a counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever, but that is something that you cannot do alone. As I talk in the spiritual, if I did put the link down below, the decisions and choices, I talk about the difference of counseling and even coaching, is that there's secular coaching or counseling, and then there's spiritual. Now that doesn't mean, oh, you're going to just talk about God and spirit. No, it's how you base your choices and your decisions. And the best thing to do is base your choices and decisions not by you, but by divine power and by absolute truth, because that's based off of love. Okay. For those of you that are younger, you'll grow and you'll learn those kind of things. Things are just different. But a lot of the times I see a lot of people, especially now after the pandemic, people really basing in the way that they act out in public, that they're letting their feelings and emotions control them, rather than them controlling. We were just following a car yesterday, and the lady in front of us, we're following at a good distance. She's going below the speed limit, and we're just following her, and she's all like this, and I'm like, what is her problem? And my daughter's like, well, maybe she's on the phone, or maybe she's talking to somebody. I said, no, she's pointing it at us, like, get the F back and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, what is her problem? It was sort of crazy. She did that the whole way. And I was just like, so I just was like, I didn't know what the heck was going on. All right. So, that was her, and road rage is just really, really big. That is somebody who is not controlling their emotions. That is saying that I can do whatever I want, when I want, how I want, and I don't give a crap about what you think. I don't give a crap how you feel. So we treat each other how we want to be treated. That's why when I say, when you manifest something, you're manifesting anger, you're manifesting negative vibrations, you're manifesting low vibrations. When you do that, so when we want love, we give love. We put off what we want to receive. Same with work, same with school. You don't like somebody, you get snappy with somebody, they're going to get snappy back, because, this is what you are manifesting. So what are you manifesting today? Okay. That went off course here, so I don't know who that was for. First card out is the 10 of Wands. That is about burdens. This is about a heavy heart. This is about deciding. However, this is your first card out, guys. So what is it that's heavy on your heart that you're not paying attention to, that you need to listen to by your intuition, by this little voice in your head that the divine is trying to share and give you? Or a feeling in your heart from your spirit that you need to be completing and ending. Are you with the wrong person? Are you doing something that you shouldn't be doing? Are you buying something that you shouldn't be buying? Maybe it's over your budget. The reason why I say that is because we have the Ace of Pentacles, Pentacles being money. We also have the Eight of Pentacles, which is being work. Sometimes we're working so much for stuff. So this is another thing that the divine might be talking to you about. Are you paying your attention to your intuition about materialism and material things? They don't matter. You cannot take them with you. You want to focus your life in on things that you cannot take, or the things that you can take with you. You can take joy with you. You can take love with you. You can take compassion and kindness and all these things and empathy with you. Whereas everything on this earth is going to be gone. So what are you working towards? Because it seems like somebody is really working towards, really hard towards money. Now, for somebody else, this is a completely different energy. I feel them coming in, is that it is also an opportunity for you to grow and succeed. And although you feel it's really heavy right now, you cannot see the future in the picture. There's something that you cannot see. Okay. And you just sort of like, man, I don't want to work that hard. Do you think as being an entrepreneur that I didn't have to work my butt off and sacrifice and do all that kind of stuff? Do you think I really wanted to do it at first? Because Divine said, I want you to have this company. And I'm like, I don't really want that company. But in the very end, I fought it and fought it and fought it. It was a burden to me at first. But then I could see what Divine was doing, and I then embraced it. Even though I put in the hard work, I embraced it, because what I couldn't see on the other side, on the second dimension, he could. And it was huge. It was huge. It was huge. It was hidden from me. So when we see the Five of Cups, excuse me, is it the Five of Cups? No, it's the Eight of Cups. Excuse me. This is about your process, but there is something that is like, for somebody, their feeling about what they're doing is really not what they want to be doing, and they're not sharing it. So this is the center card of your reading. And so what you want to do with this information is then you need to backtrack and be honest, not only with yourself, but with who's around you. So if you're in school, then you want to be able to, or if you're coming into the workplace from coming out of school, or if you're just coming into the workplace, then the thing is that you want to be honest to what you want to do, because this has to do with money. This is the burden of your heart. This what needs to end. You have to be honest in what you want to do. Now, when you want to do something, that passion is growing in your heart, and it continues to grow. It's like a flame that begins to grow into a fire and then into a bonfire. That is how passion works. But you've got to be honest about it. So if you're doing something, I hate to say it, but if you're doing something for your parents, that is not what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, if you're doing it because you want to do it and there's a passion and there's a fire burning in it, you're on the right track. Okay, this is where feelings and emotions, and we worry about what other people think, get in the way, rather than listening to our intuition of what we actually should be doing towards our purpose and our calling. It's a journey, guys. It's a journey. It's a step-by-step journey, and you're in a step. I don't know what step you're in. However, you have the choice to walk in truth and say, yes, this is where I want to go. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, everybody else. This is really not what I want to do, but I'm going to go where I need to go for my future, my path, whatever. It might be to a boss. This is really not the job for me. I tried it. I did it. I gave my best shot at it, but you know what? This is not where I'm supposed to be. I need to go back and find out these steps where I'm supposed to be, and not play the victim. Not play the victim. This is where truth comes in hand. With the Eight of Swords, truth comes in hand. You are not bound to the past. You are not bound to that. That is something that when this 23rd comes in with this full moon, then we begin to release those past energies. We release to pass the baggage. We release to get rid of stuff that we don't need anymore, because it's holding us back from our future. Time is the most precious commodity, and I tell you, don't waste it. Don't waste it. We have the Page of Pentacles. Again, this is about your future, guys. This is about your success for you. Success is not always money. For somebody, this is success. But I will tell you, with the Eight of Pentacles, I love this card because he's working hard. He's got his pentacles in a row. He's got them lined up. He's got, you know, he knows what he needs to do to make this happen and be successful. I love this card, because you cannot live your journey without being able to have a plan or a goal. And that plan or goal has to be a fire in here. What your spirit is telling you where to go, what you need to do. And it will guide you as long as you pay attention to divine first and not your human side. Okay? Because something is coming in fast. Something is going to come in fast. It's going to either be communicated to you that something is coming in fast. This may have to do with your future finances. It may have to do with your work. It may have to do with an opportunity, because we definitely have an opportunity here coming in. But here's the problem. Somebody's going to let their feelings and emotions get in the way. So you may have even two opportunities. And here's the thing with that. You're going to let your feelings and your emotions go this way. Well, I want to go this way. You're not even thinking of the future. You're not thinking of what divine wants you to be or where you want to go. You're just doing something rather than actually thinking about it, asking divine, do I go this way or not? But I want to go this way, but divine might say, well, that's probably not the best way, and you're wasting time, most precious commodity. So you got to really look at if you're following your life through your feelings and emotions, or if you're actually walking on basis of truth. And the truth is really deep, deep down in your heart and in your spirit, and what the divine is trying to share with you. All right. All right. So let's see what else divine has. I've had this deck for quite a while now, and it's like, it still doesn't get unsticky. It's just the type. It's from Africa, so it's like, I think it's just the paper quality that they use. Very interesting. All right, so let's see what else divine has to say. The Six of Cups. So we have the Eight of Cups and we have the Six of Cups. This is about a process of giving and taking. This is a process about giving and receiving. So you have to give to yourself the opportunity to allow your passions and your opportunity grow. This is not me. This is divine sharing information. You have to allow yourself to give yourself the opportunity for your passions and your purpose grow. For somebody, it's not. It's been a heavy burden for somebody. This has been a real heavy burden for somebody. And I think for this person who is really sensitive, I don't know who this is. This is a separate energy. They're very, very sensitive. It's really hard for you because you cannot see clearly what the path is, because you're allowing your feelings and emotions to take over. And you're taking things so personally. You can't take things personally. This is you. You got to unleash yourself. I'm surprised the Devil card hasn't come up. But there is a message coming in fast. There might be something coming up for somebody that has some travel in it too. Yeah, Three of Wands. Again, this is for your future. I don't need to repeat it. But you know what? They're here. This is what they're saying. So there also might not be balance in somebody's life, because they're so focused in on the feelings and emotion sides of their life, that's not balanced. So if I do everything by feelings and emotions, then I'm not giving my life a chance, because I'm not walking in truth. Because our feelings and emotions come like a fart in the wind. Gone. That way. That way. Whew, and they stink sometimes, because this is not the way to run your life. It is really not the way to run your life. You really have to learn how to run your life by your intuition, by what divine is wanting you to do, and also by truth to yourself as well as truth to others. This has come up 4 times in 4 separate readings, guys, this week. The word truth. It is all about the truth. Because you know why? Because our world is so full of deceit and lies right now, we can't even see the truth or know the truth. And that's why you have to seek divine truth. Yeah. So your future is definitely in your hands of how you want to live your life. That's your choice. And how you make your choices and your decisions. See, again, that's why he had me do that video down below. He had me do that because it's all about being secular or spiritual in our choices and our decisions. So, I mean, that definitely is it. All right. Divine, is there anything else before I go to love and relationships for the Aquarians? Definitely. This is all about communication with yourself. We have the Page of Wands. So now you have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. You need to be talking to yourself about your future. Really, where do you want it to go? Do you want to be just happy with a job, or do you want to be living in your passion? I will tell you, as an entrepreneur and being as old as I am, I've done everything. And the best thing you can do for your life, and I will share with you only from my experience, that you do your career in something you love to do, because then it doesn't become work. I'm telling you, if it's something that you're just doing to bring in the money and get the insurance and stuff, it's not a happy life. It's not a fulfilled life, and it's not a life of your purpose and your calling. I'll tell you right now, because I've done all of them. And I do leather work. Yes, it is harder because I don't get as much money, but my satisfaction and my joy and my love, and I'm doing my passion, I'm helping people, I'm extending myself to help somebody else, doesn't end with me. My talents, my gifts, my trade doesn't end with me, but it ends with the seeing the joy in somebody's face that I have fixed something so sentimental to them that they can carry that with them. It's the joy I see in somebody's face and happiness that I can bring to their family. All right. So we have, again, the number 8 of Wands. Something is coming in. There is a message coming to you really quickly. I don't know what that is, or there is going to be some immediate travel. I don't know which one that is to you. However, I do know in this reading that there is communication coming to you, and you're going to be really thinking about something, especially because something is coming to an end with all these number 10s. Where did I see another number 10? And it's going to release a burden. Look at all these 10s. There's something coming to completion really quick. Okay. But this is the key. Don't let your feelings and your emotions control your decisions. Even if you have to step back and look at the truth of anything. Okay. You have to look at the truth of anything. All right. That's pretty much it. Definitely. I'm going to shorten the reading today only because I got a meeting, but this is really, and the reason why I'm the part I'm going to shorten, I'm not going to do love and relationships today. But this is really an important reading because how many 10s? This is a time where you're going to see double digits in numerology, and you're going to see triple digits in numerology, because this is the energies that are playing with the planets. This is the energies that are going on with the moon and the sun and everything. This means to take heed and pay attention to whatever the double numbers and triple and quadruple numbers you're seeing. Your number today is 10. Something is coming into completion. And quick movement, you got 3 number 8s, 4 number 8s. Okay. This is about your progress. You've got 4 number 8s and 3 number 10s. Huge. Oh, wait, you've got 4 10s, because the Wheel of Fortune is 10 as well. This is about your future. It's your choice, your decision. You know what? And if you haven't watched Choices and Decisions, and you don't understand about how to make a decision spiritually over secularly, you might watch that. That'll help you out maybe. But you've got 4 8s. This is about your future and your progress. Okay. And this is about how things are going to turn out and possibly change for you, because something is coming to an end. And what I hear is my old self in the way I'm doing things is going to change. I'm going to start making new ways to make new things happen, because the number 8 is also about rewards and blessings. So if you listen to this really closely and go back and listen to it, you really have to acknowledge it, because it's the number 3 as well. Again, numerology. All right, guys. Aquarians, the 23rd is your moon. So come and watch that. I'll be doing it live. You can ask questions if you want. Tell me where you're from. Pop in, say hello. I love that. 23rd. So I'm probably going to post that. What is today's date? Today's the 19th. So I'm probably going to post that thumbnail tomorrow. I just don't have time today or anything. And I've got to pray on what time I want to do it. Usually I do them at 11 o'clock in the morning, but I don't know if that's a good time. So I've got to pray about it. So you guys have a great week. And if there is anything you would love to comment on, please do so. I love the comments. I love the interaction with my viewers. I always answer the comments. So if you have a comment or if you have a suggestion or feedback, please do it. I love to hear from you guys. Otherwise, walk in absolute truth this week. Be honest with yourself as well as others, and love. All right, we'll talk to you on the 26th live. Take care.